friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a much beloved little thing to do here on BookTube, and that is to have a jar pick my TBR for June/summer. I don't know if I'm going to do another one of these in July or August, so this might be like my complete summer TBR. We'll see how I'm feeling throughout the month of June, how many books I read, we will see. But got my little prompt jar. There is a ton of new ones in here, mixed with some old ones from last year. Honestly, I have no idea what's in here, so it's gonna be a surprise to both me and you. And there might even be prompts in here that don't really correlate to a book that I own, but we'll see. I would be very surprised if that happened, but I'm very, very excited. I love these, even if like it doesn't always necessarily mean that I read those books. It's kind of just like an idea, and also like helps me when I don't know what to read during that specific month or time of the year. So we're gonna get into probably a lot of romances, a lot of summary reads, but we'll see. I also don't know how many we're gonna pick. We're just gonna go until I feel like I have enough books that I feel like comfortable with. And I guess it also depends on like the length of books. Like if there is a ton of like 500, 600 page books, we can't pick like 10 because your girl's not gonna get through those. Like I'm just, I'm being real with you guys. But yes, let's pick our first one. I'm kind of nervous. These videos kind of do make me nervous because I have no clue, and I really do try to stick to the TBR so that like these videos aren't made for no reason. Okay, I pulled out like 4. Hold on. Some of them like fell out, so I'm trying to like push them back in with one hand. Okay. Oh. Is this listening to me? That was kind of creepy. I don't know if you guys will be able to read it. It's gonna be backwards, huh? It says a book with summer in the title. Okay, I can think of a couple. The first one that comes to mind is Carly Fortune's book, which I had started when it first came out, but I never actually finished it, so it would be good to get that book off of my TBR. Oh, it's right here. I was like, I don't know if that's up here. I have a bookshelf in my room, so I probably will be running around for this video, but okay. But this was the one that I first thought of every summer after. There was a piece of garbage as a bookmark, pretty much. Okay, I did not make it very far. I stopped reading after 20 pages. Okay, so this could be a really good one for that. I can't think of... The other one would be that I could think of right off the top of my head is Ali Hazelwood's new book, A Problematic Summer Romance, but I'm already reading that, and I feel like it's kind of sneaky, a little cheaty to add a book that I'm like currently reading to this, because then I know that I'll read it for sure. Wow, this is hard. Why can't I think of, oh, actually, another one would be Annabelle Monaghan's book, One Summer Romance. I think it's called One Summer Romance. Hold on. No. What is it called? Is it just called the Summer Romance? Okay, so this one was up here. This is I think this probably is the only other one that I have. Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan. I feel like this one feels more like a July read. And let's say that we're picking only for the month of June, just like hypothetically only speaking for the month of June. I think we're gonna go with Same Time Next Summer because I've been meaning to pick this up. I tried to read it last summer, but I just got so busy and I did not read as much as I wanted. So we're gonna go with Same Time Next Summer. I'm gonna put this one back on the shelf, and who knows, maybe another prompt we'll be able to pick this one. Okay, so first prompt done. Let's do another one. Oh, see, look, more falling out. Okay, let me just put that one back in there. Okay, this is our one. What is it? A book that starts with the letter J. Jack the Ripper comes to mind. That is a 4-book series, I believe. I have not started those yet. I do want to, but I feel like I should start working on the series that I'm currently reading, which are probably many. Maybe we'll do a little series video soon. That would be good because I have so many series that I want to read. Another one would be, what is it, the Jasad Heir? That I think is a fantasy book. I don't know that I'm in the mood for fantasy. This goes for so many readers, but like Summer is not my most favorite time to read a fantasy. I feel like I need little fun, flitty romances or like contemporary fiction. I didn't think it'd be this early on in the video, but I need to go check my bookshelf downstairs. I cannot find a book that starts with the letter J. Just for the Summer? Is that a book? Is that a book? Let me go take a gander downstairs. I was right. Just for the Summer is the name of the book. I don't know why this like completely blanked that this was an Abby Jimenez book, because this is actually kind of embarrassing. I started reading this last June, didn't finish it. Did not finish it. Not like a DNF. It wasn't because of the book. It was because my life just got super busy, super hectic, so I just wasn't reading. So I'm not even gonna look for other J-name books. This is the one we're reading. I need to finish this because I know that this is a beloved book, and I also have read Abby Jimenez before. I read her short story in the short stories series with a bunch of like romance authors, and I really enjoyed that. And then again, I read like half of this, but we're just gonna restart it because I don't really even remember what happened in this book. And also I found my other Annabelle Monaghan book, and I was right, it is just called Summer Romance, but we are gonna stick with Same Time Next Summer. But for our second book, we're picking Just for the Summer. Books with summer in the title than I first thought. Okay, let's get something maybe a little different. I feel like all the books I've been talking about are like the exact same, like carbon copies. Okay, let me try to just get one this time. Okay, a book with LGBTQIA plus representation. This is actually going to be really hard. I have so many good ones to choose from that I've been really itching to read. This video is certain, like, I feel like I don't even know what prompts are in this because the prompt list that I printed out, usually like I create the prompts myself, but I found like a list and I just printed that out and cut them up and put it in here. So I don't even know what prompts are in here, but I feel like the video is starting to feel manufactured. Like, how did I get 2 summer romances back to back and now we're getting a queer book when it's about to be Pride Month? This feels like amazing. This is honestly the best that the prompt jar has ever treated me, I think, ever. Okay, so we have a lot of good books to choose from. We have I Kiss Sarah Wheeler. That is another romance that I've been meaning to read. If we want to get something a little like out of the romance zone, we have A Short History of Queer Women. This I got sometime last summer, and I've been meaning to read it. It's very short, but this could be a good pick if we want to do something a little different. We also have Last Night at the Telegraph Club. This one is super highly rated, and I've been meaning to pick this one up. I think I got it last fall or last winter, so I've had it for a couple months now, and so I feel like I need to read this one. This one is a little bit longer, but it could be a nice like switch up from the summery romances we've been getting into. So I think we're gonna go with this one. I do want to read this one as well, but honestly I could just pick it up on my own time, like without it being part of the TBR, obviously. So we're gonna go with Last Night at the Telegraph Club. Again, I have so many good picks for this prompt that it's kind of overwhelming, but I know that this one is like raved about, so I think it's kind of like disrespectful that I haven't read it yet, but it's been in my possession. Okay, for our fourth one, okay, this one's interesting. A book with chapter titles. Again, I shouldn't even show these to you, they're backwards, you guys can't read it. A book with chapter titles. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to look through some books. I can't think of off the top of my head any books that I know of that title the chapters. Does Every Summer Romance? This one just has like, this is also gonna be, can't spoil anything for myself here. This one has like now 16 years ago, like this one has like titled chapters that tell you what time frame they're in. I don't feel like that really counts. Let's see if Men Without Women does, because this one I've been really wanting to read as well. This one kind of, but it's 7 different tales. This is like a maybe because they are titled differently, but it's not necessarily the chapters that are titled differently, it's each story, each tale. It's like 7 different men's lives, like men without women, like men that find themselves lonely. So I don't really feel like this one counts. Okay, I'm moving this forward so we can look at the back. Women in Peril, maybe. Ooh, okay. This one does have different named. Again, it's backwards, but each chapter has a different named title. Okay, so that one is a contender. House Across the Lake does not. What about Great or Nothing? Does this one have different title chapters? No. Tana French, The Searcher. No. Okay. Between these two, I feel like this one doesn't really count since it's the title of the Seven Tales. So I feel like we should go with Women in Peril, which I am really excited about this one. It seems like a really interesting read. I feel like it's just going to be a good book of powerful women. So I feel like this one should be very interesting to read. So we'll pick this one for our 4th book. Now for our 5th book, we'll do a couple more just because I like to have options. Even if I don't read them all in June, it's nice to like have an idea. Ooh, okay. A book adapted into a movie or TV show. Well, this one's gonna be difficult. I don't know. Oh, you know what? You know what our pick should be for this one? A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I read the reappearance of Rachel Price last year, and that was actually really good. I enjoyed the writing, especially for like a YA mystery. And obviously this one, so many people love this. This was super popular on TikTok for a really long time. But this recently, well, semi-recently, it was like a year ago, I think, or so, was turned into a TV show. So I feel like we should go with this one. Like, I feel like we shouldn't even look at other ones. Should we? Should we look at other ones? Sometimes it's nice to have options. We do have Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. This is more of a classic mystery. I got it on sale. Very nice. Could look back at Great or Nothing. This is like a retelling of Little Women, but it's reimagined. It's a little bit different than the original, but this could also be a good pick. Between these three, I'd lean towards this one. This one's obviously like a short book. I could finish this pretty quickly. And this one is a series. Do I really want to put myself up for a series? I think we're going to choose this one because I've had this on my TBR for years. It needs to get off of it. It needs to get off my TBR like yesterday. So we're gonna go with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder for our 5th book. Okay, let's pick another one. The biggest thing is these videos like work my brain. I have to remember like every book title that like of every book I've ever bought ever, which it is hard. Okay, my brain doesn't really work that well. A book with a fruit or food on the cover. See, this is kind of a weird prompt, but like again, I didn't write these. A book with fruit or food is very like specific. A book with food on the cover. Smitten with Ravioli is one that first comes to mind. Any of my Emmeline Duncan books, all of their novels have to do with coffee and mystery. I don't know if coffee really counts, but I'm sure one of them has some kind of food on the cover. Okay, I did go grab a couple of books from my bookshelf in my room. I'm telling you, I'm getting my steps in right now, going up and down a flight of stairs. So this is like one of the ones I was talking about. This is the first book in the like mystery coffee series. And there is like fruit in a bowl on the cart. So that's one option. Another one is the one that also came to mind was Smitten with Ravioli by Ellen Jacobson. This is like a Pacific Northwest author, and I also have Smitten with Croissants by them. And this one, it's like Star Wars characters, but like in France, which I find kind of interesting. So we could go with one of those, or we could go with Double Shot Death. I feel like we should go with one of these. I think I want to go for this one. I just went to the theaters and saw Jane Austen Wrecked My Life, and most of the movie's in French, and so it's making me miss France. This book's set in France, so I feel like we gotta go with this one. It's also quite short, so like when I pick the short ones, that means like we could pick another book, because I feel like I could get through those faster. Again, I am not promising to get through every single one of these, okay? This is why I started to call these hopefuls rather than like TBRs, because I'm a busy girl, okay? I'm working, I'm in university, I'm trying to live life, but I also want to do this. So like, just bear with me, okay? Let's pick like 2 more. I feel like that's a good place to stop, Ooh, okay. A book with a character that shares your name or initials. So the first one that comes to mind is Gwen and Art Are Not in Love, which I already read it last February. It's a very cute book, but there's another book that comes to mind, which I'm going to grab. I can see it. Don't Want You Like a Best Friend with It, which this is also like, this is a sapphic romance. Again, we're going into Pride Month, and I've been on a sapphic book kick, which again, last night at the Telegraph Club as well. But we have Beth and Gwen, so I feel like we should go for this one. Is it a little weird to read a book with your own name in it? Maybe. It's like YN. It's YN minus I don't have to do the work to put my name in the book, So we're gonna go with this one. I don't even need to look for another book because if I'm being honest, I cannot think of another one. It would take me quite a bit of searching to find another book with Gwen in it that I own, that I haven't already read. So we're gonna go with this one. very happy about this one. Actually, I have been wanting to read, like, I've been thinking about this book for like a week, so I feel like it's time to read it. We're gonna choose one more. Hopefully we choose a good one. I'm gonna try and like dig down to the bottom. Okay, this one can really be so many books, so we kind of have free range on this one. A book that's been recommended more than once. Okay, Every Summer After definitely counts for that, but we do have a lot of romance going on, so we could choose something a little bit different maybe. One Dark Window, that's gonna be more in our fantasy realm. And again, I'm not like super into fantasy right now, but I know this book is so highly raved about, and that makes me really want to read it. But again, I'm not sure that I'm going to be in the mood for this one. Another option could be Remarkably Bright Creatures. I have this really beautiful copy with like little fishies and like coral on the side. This could be a nice read. This is a little bit different. It's not going to be like all our other romances. Another option, which I had to go find this one, my copy's a little beat up, but The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This could be a good one. This one's been recommended quite a few times. I'm really thinking anything that I've seen on like TikTok or YouTube a million times over, and that maybe I've also personally been recommended, is like a good one for this prompt. I haven't really seen this one too much on like social media, but I have been recommended this one in person, and I know this one's been like coming up for every prompt, so it feels like I should choose this one, but like I also feel like I should probably branch out into something a little bit different than all the romance we have going on. We do have one mystery with the Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and we have some like general fiction kind of going on, but I feel like I'm probably going to be more towards thriller than this book right now, so I think I'm going to choose The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. So this is going to be our final book for this video. This is a very ambitious stack for me at the moment, since again I haven't been reading a whole lot, but you know, I want to go into summer with a bang. We're gonna just be reading so much. Hopefully I don't eat my words on that. The books that we have picked are Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe, Women in Peril by Jessie Wren Marshall, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, Smitten with Croissants by Ellen Jacobson, Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma R. Albin, and The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. So this is a pretty good stack. I'm really excited for a lot of these books. They are highly anticipated reads of mine. A lot of these are. So hopefully there aren't a lot of disappointments in this next month or two of reading. And hopefully you guys will be able to see me read some of these books in some upcoming little reading vlogs. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and coming along to pick my June/summer TBR. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in the next one.